All right, let's take a look at lesson 43. We're on page 171. Least common multiples of algebraic expressions, okay? So let's start by looking at least common multiples. Page 172 now, example 43.1. Find the least common multiple, or as cool kids in math say, LCM, of 8, 15, and 100. 8, 15, and 100. So the first thing I'm going to do is write them as product of prime factors, okay? So the lowest prime number that goes into 8 is 2, with 4 left over, 2 and 2. The lowest goes into 15 is 3, with 5 left over. 2 into 100 with 50. 2 into 50 gives you 25. 2 will not work anymore. So 3 will not work. So you go to 5. Remember your prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. And you won't need, after that, you've got 17. You probably won't need anything else. Sometimes I'll leave you with a large prime number and it's going to make you worried. But you'll mostly be using 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay? 5 goes in 25 5 times, and 5 is a prime number. Okay? So we wrote them as product of prime numbers first. Okay? The second step is to use the most time every number is used. So 2 is used 3 times, 3 is used once, and 5 is used twice. That's the most it's used. What do I mean by that? Well, I've used 2's, I've used 3's, and I've used 5's. There's 2's, 3's, and 5's. Okay? That's on the outside, nor the inside. Now I need to use the most time 2 is used. Not all the time 2 is used. Just the most it was used in any one problem. So I have 2 being used 3 times right here, and I have it used twice right there. So I'm going to use these 3 2's. Now 3 was used. How many times was 3 used? It was only used once, so you shouldn't struggle with that. Times 3. Now I'm going to use 5. 5 was used 1 time here, but look, it was used twice here. So let's use it 2 times. Times 5 times 5. When I multiply these together, I get my least common multiple. Okay? So I've got 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 times 5 times 5 again. I think it's 600 because the book said it is. Okay? So when you multiply these all together, you get your lowest common multiple. Right? Let's move on and look at least common multiples of problems. Look at 43.4, page 173. Okay, page 173 now. 173. Find the least common multiple of 15a squared b and 10ab cubed. Okay? So let's look at the 15 and the 10 first. 15 and 10. This one's 3 and 5. This one's 2 and 5. So I had a 2 used, a 3 used, and a 5 used. Right? So 2 times 3 times 5 is going to be 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So 30 will be in my answer for my numeral. Okay? Now, if I expand this out, I had 15ab, because a to the first times a to the first is a squared. Remember, you're multiplying. 10ab times b, okay? So we're going to use it. In this case, the most time it was used. A was used twice right here, so it's a squared. B was used 3 times right there, so it's b cubed. And so when you look at page 174 and you turn the page, the solution says 30 a squared b cubed as an answer. I want you to pause the video and do letters A through D as practice problems, A through D as practice problems, and then we'll resume when you're done. Okay, you should have already finished your practice problems. Take a look at them. 14, 20, and 30. 14, 20, and 30. Okay, so I've got let's forget that. Let's go like this. 2 and 7. 2, 10, 2, 5. 5's prime. Keep doing that. 2, 15, 3, and 5. Okay? So now, the most time 2 was used was twice. The most times 3 was used was 1 time. And the most time that 5 was used was 1 time. And I also have a 7. Okay? 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, 12 times 5 is 60, and 60 times 7 is 420. Okay, so practice A of lesson 43 should have been 420. Letter B is just like it. You should add 12,600 as an answer. Let's try letter C on the board, and then I'll tell you what the answer for letter D is too. But you also have those answers in the back of your book. Look at letter C. I've got 4a cubed b to the 4th, and I've got 6a to the 10th b squared. So 4 as product of primes numbers is 2 and 2. 6 is 2 and 3. Most time 2 is used was twice. 2 times 2, and then times 3. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. So I know my answer is going to be 12. And the shortcut is I'm going to use a to the highest exponent. Highest exponent was 10. I'm going to use b to the highest exponent. It was b squared here and b to the 4th. So therefore, b to the 4th. So my answer for letter C was 12, a to the 10th, b to the 4th. Okay? Lesson 43, that's correct. And then letter D's answer should have been 60, x to the 6th, y squared, m cubed. That's lesson 43. Need help? Reach out. I'm here to help. Okay?